In this video, we're going to look at subtraction, and this is going to be a special subtraction on some specific numbers. So basically, what we're going to look here is how do you subtract numbers that are below 100 value. So if a number is below 100 and from a number that is just above 100 but below 200. So that's actually what we mean here. So you have a number, the number you're subtracting from is below 200, and you have another number that is below 100. So those are the things that we're going to look at, okay? So suppose you have a number, for example, like here, we have a number 134 minus 76. So what we're going to do is a quick, I think I remember you, in the previous video, there's a video I did on how to subtract a number from whole number. So for example, here we have 100. So that means like this 76 is close to 100, but it's below 100. And how to subtract those numbers are easy. And then we know that. So just a recap. So I said, any number you get, like if you say 100 minus 76. So the simplest way is to say the first number here, which is 0 here, you subtract from 10. So 10 minus 6 will give you 4. And then the next number you subtract from 9. So 9 minus 7 is going to give you 2. And that's a quick way of subtracting numbers. So that's just a recap. This is going to be a tool that we're going to use a lot here. Okay, so let's see how that one works. So what happens is then that when you subtract and you already get 24, so you're going to just add 24 to this 34 here, and you're down. So let's see how that one manifests. So we know that taking 100, like taking 100 as our reference number, we know that the difference between 142 and 100, the difference there is 42. So that is what we want to add to another 100. The difference between 188 is 12. So that's how you do it. So here, you know, we have here just 42 plus 12, that's going to give us 54. So 54 becomes our answer here. So what we're doing here is like we have a reference number. Which we're using, and it's 100. And that's what we're using to make our subtraction easier and easier, okay? So now let's look at another number. Let's look at B. So again, having 100 as our number here, let me just take another pen. So having 100, so we have 100. So we know that the difference between 164 is 64. But again, we know that 100 minus 75 will give us 25. So those ones we want to do subtraction changed into addition. So when we do that, we know immediately that we're going to have 89. So 2 plus 6 is going to give us 8. And 4 plus 5 is going to give us 9. So our answer is going to be 89. So quickly, we're using the reference number, which is 100, and that's going to give us, it's giving us figures that we just need to add, and then we get our answer. Now, the same is now with 123 minus 70. We know that our baseline here is 100. Now, 123 minus 100 will give you 23. That's what we want to add we want to get the sum of then 100 minus 70, which is 30. So this method, you can use it. So 30, that will be, it's going to give us 53. So here, 53 is going to be our answer. So again, using a reference number is making work easier here. So we have, what do we have here? We have 114. So our reference number is 100. Now we want to check what is the difference between 114 and 100 is 14. Now that is what we want to add to the difference between 80 and 100, which is 20. In this case, now we have 34. And this one just make maths so simple, as if it's nothing to, and this actually guides you and helps you to do mental maths. So let's look at this again. 12, 112. So again, our reference number is 100. So we say, what is 100? The difference between 100 and 112. So it's 12. And that's 12 is what you want to add to the difference between 185, which is 15. So you have 27 as our answer. Here also, we have here, our reference number is 100. And we want to see what's the difference between 100 and 136. So we have here 36. And then what we want to add is then what's the difference between 157, which is 43. So you see now our subtraction, we make it addition. So in this case, now we know that 3 plus 4 will give us 7. And 3 plus 6 will give us 9. So we have our answer 79. That's all I wanted to show you about quick subtraction. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.